Hello everybody. Welcome to your day 2 of the Love Fest Challenge. I'm so excited for today because I'm going to be helping you to understand men once and for all, understand what a high value man needs in order to fall in love and stay in love with you. And also, today is my 1 year anniversary with my husband, the day that we actually got legally married. It's not our Jamaican wedding anniversary, but it is our wedding anniversary that when we became legally married. And because of that, I spontaneously decided to give away a gift. So the giveaway gift is from one of the digital programs that I have that you don't have, you haven't purchased yet. So if you want to qualify and win one of my digital programs, it could be the perfect match for your soulmate, it could be the magnetic scripts, it could be the stop feeling invisible. And to qualify, you have to share what are the 3 things that you learned from this video training. So in the comments, put in the 3 things that you get from this training. So I know that you're watching, you're learning, and that way tomorrow in the next video training, I'll announce the winner. Super easy, right? Super easy. All right, let's get to it. I see people joining. Super cool. So understanding men. Ladies, when we truly get men, when we truly understand what they need, understand what they value, what is it that brings them closer, and what is it that pushes them away, what means everything to them and what means nothing to them when it comes to romantic love, you'll never have to feel confused again. You'll never have to feel lost. Oh, why is it that I'm doing all of these things and he's not appreciating? And what is it that, I'm not doing? He's not telling me what is it that he needs, but he's not telling me and I don't know what to do and I feel so lost. Why can't he just tell me what he needs? So I'm here to help you because I really pride myself for understanding men better than they understand themselves. So make sure that you are taking notes from this because you're going to understand their biology, you're going to understand their psychology, and you really get that why men are not women, meaning they don't fall in love the same way as we do. And they don't want to commit to a woman the same way that we want to commit to a man. So this knowledge will empower you and you will no longer feel angry for, when a man is acting like a man. And I truly, when I got this, honestly, so many of my problems in my dating and relationship changed. Like, I was completely guilty of doing everything the opposite way. I was treating the men that I was with just like a woman, the way I wanted to be treated. So the way I wanted to be treated was to be given to. I wanted compliments. I wanted thoughtful gestures. I wanted to make things easy, things to be made easy for me. And I would do the same things for the man I was with. And then I was never appreciated. It was never reciprocated. It was just not being done for me. So once I got it, really things changed for the best. And I learned how to not play, but be a woman in a relationship and let my man be a man. So I hope you're excited about this. And I see so many of you joining. Thank you, Amina. Thank you so much. Let's get started. So make sure you take notes, share your takeaways, and at the end of the training, you can ask your questions. If there's anything that you feel confused when it comes to men, or what to say to them, what not to say to them, what to do with them, go ahead and put it in the comments and I'll be happy to answer your questions. And also please remember that in my trainings, I'm always talking about feminine energy women and masculine energy men. So the type of the woman and my clients are the women that want to be pursued, they want to feel cherished, they want to feel adored, they want to feel like the prize. and therefore they want men that do those things. They want men to the men that give to them. They want men that pursues them. They want men that do the planning, do the courting, and all of that. And there is nothing wrong with the other way around, but my audience and the kind of women that I train are the feminine energy women. So that's why when I am talking about this is what a man wants, I'm talking about the masculine energy woman. Men, I'm not talking about a wounded masculine, and I'm not talking about feminine energy. So I hope that clears things up. If you have more questions about that, you can by all means go ahead and ask them. I see so many of you joining. I'm so excited. So we're talking about what makes a man fall in love and stay in love with you. And the number one thing that a man needs is that he needs to value a woman. And the way a man values a woman is that when he has to work hard for her to get her. The harder they work into trying to impress a woman, to get her to commit to them, to get her to have sex with him, to spend more time with him, to be more on the phone with him, to stop seeing other guys, the harder he works, the more he will cherish her. Therefore, they don't value when something comes really easy to them. They don't value when a woman is easily available and she's easily impressed and she's easily just falls in love with her. So this might sound a little bit old school, but in the world of dating and relationship, it is always going to be old school. It is always going to be between the polarity between the two sexes, or what makes a man and a woman attracted to each other. So I use this recent analogy in my group coaching program, which women love, and I'm going to share that with you too. So just look at it this way. When it comes to dating, men like to be the hunter. Men like to be the one that go and chase and get the woman. And it's very much like when they go hunting in the woods. So when a prey, let's say a turkey or a deer, just comes to them, if they're just walking up to him, he's not going to have that thrill of catching that prey. He's not going to feel so awesome that like it just came like, here, come and get me. I'm making it as easy as possible for you. He may take it, but at the same time, he doesn't feel accomplished. He doesn't feel like, oh my God, this was so hard to get and I got it. And I have nothing to share with my friends. What am I going to say? Oh, you won't believe it. Like this prey just walked up to me and I caught it. That's not what makes him feel like, oh, yeah, I'm a man. He'll go, he doesn't have anything to boast about. So the harder he works for a prey, the more he's going to value it, and the more he's going to be excited that he finally got it. And when he gets a woman that he's worked hard for, he's going to value her more. And a couple of examples of how we women can make it easy for a man that he doesn't like and he doesn't feel attracted to. Examples of it is to drive up to him because he's had a hard day at work and he's too tired. So you're going to go drive up to him and pick him up. If you fall in love with a man after a couple of nice dates, he hasn't done anything yet other than arranging a date or two, sending you flowers once, and he's just saying, like, giving you sweet compliments and nice, oh, you look beautiful, and then all of a sudden you're in love. He hasn't worked hard at all to value yet. Having sex with a man too early is another way of making a man not feel like he's the one putting in the work. He's the one trying to impress you. Easily impressed means too easy, and too easy is not attractive to him. Paying on dates is another one. If you are quick to jump and take your wallet out to pay for the date, that's another attraction killer. That's making it too easy. So don't do that. So number one is that men fall in love and stay in love with women the harder they work for them. Number two, what they say they want is not what they need to create attraction. And this is, I've had every single woman that has come to me confused with this one. But he says he wants me to do it. He says that he wants me to, he wants to have sex with me after the first date, after the third date. So how is that possible? Ladies, please understand this, that everyone, just like us, is going to say yes to easy. We are going to say yes to a bargain. We are not going to say no to it. But do we really value when we get something for 1/10 of the price that it has? Again, another example that I use is that just imagine you want this beautiful dress. You've had your eyes on it. It's so beautiful, and it's $1,000, and you really, really want it. And then you go online and you find somebody selling it for $20. And first and foremost, you're going to question whether or not it's legit. Let's say it's a Gucci dress. Is it legit? How can it be possible that it is $20? They show you the receipt and they show you that it is authentic, and you're like, okay, fine. And you buy it. You won't say no to it. You'll get it. You won't go to the store and pay the $1,000. But are you going to truly value it? Are you really going to be excited when you wear it for the third time? So it is the same thing with a man. When a man is going to completely be okay with the fact that you go and pick him up, he might even ask you for it. He is going to, of course, want to bargain and have sex with you on the third date. And they definitely won't say no. They definitely won't say no if you are willing to make it easy and let him have you, or spend 6 hours on a date with him on a second date. They won't say no to it. But will they continue to feel attracted to you on a deeper level? Absolutely not. Just like you start valuing that dress after the first or second time, or you might not even value that dress the first time you wore it afterwards. After a few dates later, it's the same story. They are going to not, they feel confused and they don't know it themselves, but they don't feel that deep attraction, and they disappear. You've all been through it. I've been through it. Every single one of my clients have been through it, that when they made things easy for him, thinking that they should think that it's, wow, like she's so awesome. She's not, she's not a difficult girl. She's not somebody that makes me, she's not one of those girls that like makes me sweat, and, she's so nice. We think that that is going to be the same case for them, but it's not. They want to work hard, and what they say they want is not actually what they need in order to feel attracted. Let me know if this is helpful. Ooh, so many of you are online. Hi, Natalie. You're so welcome. Ashley, this is so true. Yes, they do. They definitely do. And thank you. I like the lip color too. All right, now let's go to number 3. Men need to be the problem solver. And as successful women, I know we are all amazing problem solvers. I problem solve all day long. I'm a coach. I'm listening to my clients, solving their problems all day long. So it is so easy for women, successful women like us, to jump and want to solve a man's problem the minute it comes up. But when we do that in our romantic relationships, when a man is going through something and we want to jump in and say to them what they need to do immediately to fix it, the meaning that they give it, the meaning that a man gives it, is that she, as an incapable little boy, She thinks I need her to save me. How can she find me attractive? If she's looking at me as an incapable little boy, how can she find me attractive? And I'm not attracted to someone who is like my mom. Moms problem solve what their kids are going through. Women in a relationship don't. So next time, ladies, that you feel urged to give him tips on how to deal with his manager that basically is being a jerk, why he needs to find a new job because he's not being appreciated in his current job right now, how he needs to talk to his older brother, he's so disrespectful to him, how he needs to dress in order to be respected by other people, anything that is solving a man's problem is equal to you killing their attraction for you. Stop yourself. Men love challenges. Men don't like things to be made easy for them. It's a different story if he asks for your input, but if a man is sharing something and you immediately want to give him all the tips and the solutions and I know that you have amazing solutions. I know I do too, but you're not his therapist. You're not his coach. You're not his mentor. You're not his teacher. You're not his mom. So let him solve his own problems or the problems that are coming up during the date, like planning something that, the two of you want to do, finding the way to the restaurant, anything and everything that requires you to jump and do something to solve a problem. Please stop. Let him be the problem solver. Sit back and trust that he can and he will. He can and he will. And this is so important to a man. A man who is making a choice of wanting to stay with a woman needs to feel respected by that woman. And respect to him means that you respect him enough that he can solve his own problems and he can take the charge and the lead in order to solve the dating problem too. So keep your beautiful, amazing problem solving skills for your own day-to-day stuff, for your own job. Stay out of his. And only if he's asking you to be solving his problem, if he's asking for your input, by all means go ahead and offer it. Otherwise, stay out of it and let him be the one solving the problems. Does that make sense? So cool. So awesome. Hi, Sidra. So good to see you. Now, let's go to number 4. So, number 4, men develop feelings by investing their time and energy and money in the relationship. And I know you've heard this before, probably, if you've been with me for a long time. But this is the truth. Men don't fall in love the first time they see you. They may feel very attracted to the way you look, to the way you talk. They feel infatuated by you. But when it comes to love, it will only come the more they invest in you and in the relationship. So this is why we say let them pay. It's not to be gold diggers. It's because in the process of falling in love, men want to invest. We say let them come to you because a man's most important possession, something that is not his money, it's his time. Let them do the heavy lifting. Let them do the planning because that's what a man needs in order to fall in love. This is not a game. We had yesterday in the training someone saying, oh, I don't like playing games. It's not playing games. It's what a man needs. It's different from what a woman needs and what the masculine energy man needs. That's why you have to get really good at receiving. This is why you have to learn how to not make things easy for them. Because when you do that, you're blocking the process of him falling in love with you. You have to allow for him to invest in order to fall in love. You have to let go of that limiting belief that says in your head, oh, he's going to think I'm too much. No, he won't. He's not like you. A woman will think that a guy is too much if she's doing a lot, a lot, a lot. She'll start to feel resentful if she's doing all the work and he's sitting back and doing nothing. It's not the same. Men and women are not the same. Of course, you need to recognize, of course, you need to appreciate, of course, you need to give back in moderation and go back and watch day one's training. If you didn't watch it, you need to give back and you need to say thank you and you need to recognize, but you don't stop him from investing in you, because by doing that, you are blocking the process of him falling in love. And he needs to continuously do that, not just in the dating phase, but in once you are in boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, once you are engaged, and definitely when you're married. So men fall in love by investing their time, money, and energy in the relationship. Let them. And number 5 is having sex to men changes nothing unless they're already in love with you. Having sex with a man changes nothing. So this is for understanding men, unless they're already in love with you. And this is a huge difference between a man and a woman. I think everybody knows, I hope everybody knows, that men can have one-night stands way easier than women do. And there is a reason for it. It's not because they're jerks or assholes. That's not the reason. It's simple biology. Simple biology is that when a woman has sex with a man, her body produces oxytocin, a hormone that feels like having the feelings of love. That's why when you first have, you could be dating someone and you don't have deep feelings for them and it's just normal, and then once you have sex with them, all of a sudden you feel bonded to them. It's because of that hormone. It's the same hormone that you produce when you give birth, and it bonds you with your baby. It's the feeling of love automatically shooting through your body and you feel bonded. That doesn't happen to a man. It doesn't happen to a man. Having sex with a man who is not in love with you will change nothing for him. But because it changes things for you, because you are all of a sudden feeling bonded and he's not, you start to feel insecure because you're not seeing him, you're not seeing his behavior change, you're seeing that he's still being himself. And because you are now energetically moving all towards him, because you're feeling uneasy and you want to be closer and he wants to pull away from you, then you feel so crazy. I've been there. I don't know about you. Let me know if you can relate. I'm like, why is it, why doesn't he want me more now? Why aren't we in a relationship? Why is he not talking about the future? And the more crazy we get, the more it pushes them away. But there's a difference. If a man is already super invested in you, if he has worked hard to win your heart, and if he has been investing his time and energy and doing all the things to win you over, if he's now in love, having sex with you will then bond the two of you more together. So that's why it is not about, save your body and, only it's I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your energy. Your energy will change once you have sex with a man. So it better change when he's already fallen in love with you, because if you have sex and you start invest your energy and your love in him and he doesn't change, you can't help but to feel, oh, what's going on? And did he just use me? And is he going to, just toss me aside? How could he do this to me? It will affect your energy and it will make you do crazy things, and those crazy things will push him away. That's the reason that I say don't have sex, not because we want to play games, but because biology says that when women do, they fall in love, they feel bonded. It doesn't happen to a guy. If he's already up with you, and then he will start to sex means everything. That's why sex in a marriage is so important. That's why having regular sex in an already established relationship is important. But in a dating phase, when there is nothing really going on, having sex with a man does not make him love you more. This I will promise you. So these were my 5 tips. I hope you found it helpful. Natalie says, yes, crazy is a good word. And Metaxia, wow, what a beautiful name. I hope I'm not butchering it, love, but I love it. I love it. It's so beautiful. I'm so glad that you're finding it helpful. So cool, so cool. So those were my 5 tips for women, for you women to understand what a man needs in order to fall in love and stay in love with you. So very quickly, let's go over them again. So the number 1 is that men value what they work hard for. So making it easy will backfire. Driving up to him, trying to always be available for him, having sex too quickly with him, falling in love with him after a few dates, all of them is making it easy for him. Number 2 is that what they say they want is not what they need to fall in love. Everybody will go for the shortcut, but the shortcut is making the end goal, like you achieving that goal quickly, and they're like, now what? Now what? Now what do I do? And then the attraction dies away. So don't believe him that he says he wants it, but don't believe that that is what he needs in order to stay attracted, be more attracted, and fall in love with you. Number 3, they need to be the problem solver. When you jump in to make it easy again for him by telling him what to do, what not to do, how to make things, not to make things, I can't speak anymore. When you're giving him advice on what to do, what not to do at his job, with his mom, with his family, with his car, what he should wear, what vitamins he needs to take, all of that, you're trying to solve his problem, and you're making him feel like a little boy, and a little boy, when he doesn't feel like a man, cannot feel attracted to a woman. Men are not attracted to their problem solver, to their moms, and to their therapist. So stay out of it. Let him be the one solving the problems. Number 4, understand that if you stop him from investing his time, energy, and money in you, number 1, time is something that will never come back. The money will come back and everything else will come back, but this time is something that will never come back. So let him invest his time in you. Let him come towards you. Let him drive an hour to get to you. Let him, try to swoon you and make you, impress you over time. That is the process that he needs in order to fall in love. And number 5 is sex is going to be something that will help him to stay in love once he is already in love with you. He's not going to, having sex with a man does not make him fall in love with you. Never. So stay away from that. I hope this was helpful. I'm so glad. Lori says, excellent. Thank you, gorgeous, for all of it. You're so welcome. I'm so glad to see you here. Even though my beautiful girl is in my group coaching, she still comes. She's committed. Natalie says, thank you, dear. Shazad, you're welcome, my love. And remember, ladies, you can still post your questions if you have any questions. If you're watching this on a replay, do put #replay so I know that you watched. And remember, if you share 3 things that you learned and you feel like it's going to change your life, if you apply them, share them in the comments, and I'm going to pick a winner and announce it in tomorrow. This is my gift as my 1-year wedding anniversary to you. This is the day that we legally got married, and then we had our ceremony in Jamaica in March. But I'm going to give away one of my digital products that you don't have, seeing which one is it that you don't have, and then it'll be announced tomorrow. So it was so good to see you all here. Fabulous. Julie says fabulous and awesome, ladies. So I'm going to take off and I will come back tomorrow with day 3. So much love to you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. Bye.